Abhishek, I would want to know from you, because you were talking about Indian.
Tell Mr. Tom Bodakkan, he's been in BJP for the last 3 years. The party has done nothing for him. So by taking Rahul Gandhi's name, he might get promotion in his party. These are the people who used to criticize Mr. Modi left, right, and center.
Abhishek,
Today, I will complete, boss. You have to allow me to speak.
Nobody's stopping anybody. Abhishek, I just want to understand.
LOP, I will not appreciate. Let me speak, boss.
Ask
Mr. Tom Bodakkan, for last 30 years of his life, he was criticizing the Bharatiya Janata Party. And today, just to get a position in the Bharatiya Janata Party, they come and take the LOP's name. Is unemployment an issue? And he's still unemployed in BJP. Why should I not get personal? You take my LOP's name, why should I listen to you?
Who the hell are you to tell me my career? And my
guys, can we, Mr. Bodakkan, can we maintain this a degree of civility here, please? I would ask.
राहुल गांधी और वाड्रा परिवार को मिर्ची लगती है और वो इस तरीके से भारत का अपमान करने के लिए अपने राजनीतिक स्वार्थ के लिए ये कृत्य करते हैं। राहुल गांधी और कांग्रेस पार्टी और गांधी वाड्रा परिवार को देश के युवा और देश से माफी मांगनी चाहिए।
Do we have Abhishek with us? Yeah. Abhishek, I would want to know from you. I mean, India is a democratic country. You have every channel covers, and most of us, at least for sure, cover. Whenever Rahul Gandhi speaks about a certain issue. Yes, Congress has been talking about how their voices are muzzled inside the parliament. But I mean, when you're talking about what happened about Galgotia or the lifting of hand of Sam Altman and all that thing, do you seriously think that the pictures out there on the screen, they do justice to, or they don't you think that they further embarrass the image of the country?
If India is a democratic country, in the parliament shouldn't be discussing on Epstein file? Ask Mr. Tom Bodakkan, what is his view on the Epstein file? Shouldn't Hardeep Puri be sacked? If India is a democratic country, before passing a law for Manrega replacing the name with VB Jiramji, shouldn't there be debate in the parliament? If India is a democratic country, don't you think whenever the new farmer laws were being passed in the parliament, why the CCTV cameras and the mics were pushed off? Why is there no discussion? And I really feel bad for Mr. Bodakkan that he left the party thinking BJP will give something to him.
But Abhishek, if you come back to the visuals on the screen, I get that point, and this is something which we have done a lot of debates on and all. But you seriously think that these visuals do justice to the image of the country? That it's a high-profile, high-octane, summit, and in the middle of that, you have 10-15 Indian Youth Congress workers, shirtless, raising slogans against Prime Minister and all. Do you seriously think that this was the forum for these kind of things?
Tell me something. January 2020, US diplomat had sent an email to the country informing about one young girl whose name had come in Epstein file. For 5 years, this government didn't talk about that. Don't you think that is embarrassment for the country? A sitting minister of
Abhishek, nobody is comparing the two embarrassments.
So why don't you talk on that?
Nobody is talking about that. People are discussing. So I'm just saying that is this protest about Epstein file? Are you saying that this protest was about Epstein file?
Tell me, it should be. Next would be an Epstein file.
No, but was this? No. You are talking about Epstein file. I get that. But I'm saying, is this the protest talking about Epstein file, Abhishek?
Why? That is what hurts me the most, because people like you are today not discussing Epstein file.
Abhishek, it's like you're not watching channels. That means I'm saying that is this the protest which is happening right now? Is this about Epstein file?
See, one thing must realize.
Or do you think that this is not going to embarrass the country?
Epstein file embarrasses more. Isn't that embarrassing?
No. That should be. But I'm just saying that are we talking about? But is this protest? You're not answering my question. Is this protest by IYC about Epstein file?
See, 5 youth Congress boys entering a summit is not embarrassing for you. Is embarrassing for you. But the government of India's cabinet minister's name coming in Epstein is not embarrassing for you. What are we talking about? These are young kids of a party who feel that the way AI summit has been projected is more for political gain than for the benefit of a common man of a country.
But is this, you were talking about, Abhishek, you were talking about,
unorganized setup.
Abhishek, you were talking about embarrassment. You said that, that Chinese dog, robo dog and so on.
Yes,
you don't think that this is embarrassing?
No, see, embarrassment is embarrassment. I think Epstein file is the biggest cause of embarrassment of our country.
But
right
was this
now,
protest over
where
Epstein
people are
file?
being sacked.
I'm asking you this. Was this protest
Sorry?
over Epstein file?
Very soon there would be.
But was
So that
this?
people like you
No,
discuss.
I'm asking now. Since you are
I'm
trying
glad
to.
these boys have walked in
Is
because
this-
of which we are
is-
discussing Epstein file on your channel because we never discussed.
See, you don't watch the channel.
I'm very
And
happy
this,
that
this
you're
clearly
discussing
says
about
that
these
you
boys.
don't watch the channel.
These
I'm
boys are-
asking you.
these youth
I'm
Congress-
asking you. Why didn't you protest about the Epstein file and not about this? How is
Of
this
course,
embarrassment
very
linked to this?
soon. Of
Why
course,
did the
we will
Congress
very
not
soon.
do this?
We very soon will no in the
No,
parliament. we
very
were
soon.
speaking-
You protest and we'll also cover it, and we'll also relate
Of
the
course,
weight as.
I'll-
I'm saying
I'll
when you're
be very
talking of
happy. I will
embarrassment,
personally-
don't you
I
think
will
that you are
personally
embarrassing the
invite
country
you.
more
See,
right now with these
I
kind
will
of visuals on
personally
air?
invite you to come and cover
Please
on
do,
Epstein
please
file
do.
and I will see how much
Please
you'll
do.
cover.
Oh, absolutely.
And I will
Please.
appreciate if you do it.
See, Abhishek, my name is Brijesh.
You fix
can,
the date
you can,
and time with me, we will do
I
it
will
together.
text you my number. I'll text you my number and we'll have a
Please,
discussion
I'm
for
waiting.
sure.
Of course.
But
That
I'm
is what we
saying-
want media to do. Media should come forward.
No,
and
media should
criticize
come
if
forward,
something
but the
is wrong.
Congress should also not. Then
But
you
it
can't
should
be
not
talking about
limited
two
to
embarrassment.
Talking into one summit and overlooking the bigger issues. I'll appreciate if you do that. And that is what media should do. You're the fourth pillar of our democracy.
No, media is fourth pillar of democracy, but see,
Selective.
nobody is that
But don't be selective.
Nobody is selective. I mean, we asked. You said that the RoboDog protest, the RoboDog claim by Galgotia University embarrassed the country. I think this shirtless protest by Indian Youth Congress is far more embarrassing than that. And they're raising slogans which are, if you're so concerned or riled up about Epstein file, why aren't they raising slogans about Epstein file in there in the Bharat Mandapam?
So what you want to say is that 8 boys entering AI summit is more embarrassing than Epstein file.
No, I didn't say that. No, you're getting me wrong. You're misquoting me. I said that you are saying that RoboDog was more embarrassing. I said these visuals are more embarrassing. And if these are, if your
And I
party
feel
workers are so
Epstein
riled
is
about
most
it,
embarrassing.
then you should have raised this Epstein thing. So why didn't you do that?
So,
Can you answer me that?
Can I request you one thing?
Please.
Pick up a time today, ask the BJP spokesperson, let's have a discussion on Epstein file today on your channel.
We will check with the BJP.
do it
But I'm
today.
just saying that we were
Let's do
asking
it
about
today.
these particular questions, these particular
When you
scenes
talk
which
about
are
national
there.
embarrassment, Epstein file is the biggest national embarrassment to our country, and no one has discussed it. Let's do it today. Fix up a time.
Abhishek, I mean, if you're talking about embarrassment which happened there, now you're just shifting the goalpost.
Which happened there.
No,
It is happening everywhere. Leaders are being sacked. People are being
your guys
forced to
aren't
leave their
protesting
position.
there about
And
Epstein
these
files,
leaders
Abhishek.
today in India enjoy all the position.
भारतीय जनता पार्टी कह रही है कि देश का अपमान है, ये एंटी इंडिया एआई की जहां बात हो रही है वहां कांग्रेस एआई माने एंटी इंडिया बातें कर रही है। विदेशी जहां पे राजनयिक आए हैं, विदेशी मेहमान आए हैं, वहां पर इस तरीके की बात है।
इससे पहले जो पहला सवाल था मैं उसका जवाब देता हूँ कि आज यूथ कांग्रेस के साथियों ने आई समिट में जाके पीएम इज कंप्रोमाइज्ड के नारे लगाए हैं और ये रोष सिर्फ हमारे यूथ कांग्रेस के साथियों का नहीं है, हर उस युवा का है जो आज बेरोजगार घूम रहा है और उस हर एक युवा को पता है कि हमारे प्रधानमंत्री कंप्रोमाइज्ड हैं और तभी ये बेरोजगारी कैसे दूर हो उसके बारे में कुछ नहीं सोच रहे। ये जो ट्रेड डील अभी यूएस के साथ हुई है हम सब जानते हैं, इससे हमारे देश के किसानों को और लोगों को नुकसान होगा, फ़ायदा सिर्फ अमेरिका को होगा। कोई भी रीज़न हो सकता है, एस्पिन फाइल में उनका नाम है या अडानी को बचाना है, कुछ भी कारण होगा, लेकिन नुकसान हमारे देश के युवाओं को हो रहा है और हमारा फ़र्ज़ बनता है उनकी आवाज़ उठाना। और यहाँ तक देश के इमेज की बात है, देश की इमेज इससे ख़राब नहीं होती। हमारे देश में डेमोक्रेसी है, ये सच्चाई है कि आज हमारा हक है, डेमोक्रेसी हमारा राइट है, हम पीसफुल प्रोटेस्ट कहीं भी कर सकते हैं। देश की छवि तब खराब होती है जब देश के प्रधानमंत्री दुनिया के सबसे बड़े सीरियल रेपिस्ट की सलाह लेकर इजराइल जाके नाचे गाएं, छवि तब खराब होती है देश की।
लेकिन आप मानते हैं ये कि कोई और तरीका भी हो सकता था, एक ऐसा प्लेटफॉर्म यहाँ पर ग्लोबल लीडर।
Well, we just heard the Indian Youth Congress leader there speaking about why the protest was staged, but the Congress spokesperson who just had a conversation with our input editor doesn't seem to justify why this is happening at the AI summit. In fact, Sunita Aryajai is at the Bharat Mandapam. Sunita, please tell us what really happened, the moment it happened, and how the crowd reacted there.
They entered through the QR code as all the people are doing so, and they came and when they came to the hall, they opened their took off their shirts and they became all topless. They were around 10 to 12 Youth Congress workers, and they started raising slogans against the Prime Minister of India, saying that he's compromised, he's Narendra Modi, hi, and all these slogans they were raising, and against the center government policies, and they were talking about inflation and unemployment, and they were also saying that why is this AI summit being held when there's such a lot of unemployment already in the country, and our Prime Minister is totally compromised after the US trade deal happened. It has proved so, and at this time, why are we holding the summit? In the meanwhile, the police entered, and they were around 6 to 7 boys were already detained and taken to the Tilak Road police station as the information comes to us just now.
Right, Sunita, also stay on with us because we have Sabyasachi on the phone line. Sabyasachi, as part of Delhi police, what action has been taken?
Deepak, Delhi police is right now questioning and also probing the security breach, and Delhi police is examining whether these individuals entered the venue using official passes or gained access through a QR code system. Now, as per the sources in Delhi police, 4 to 5 people have been detained in connection with this incident, and around 10 individuals were staging a protest at the location, and all the protesters have been taken to the Tilakmar police station for questioning. And right now, Deepak, from the police sources, we are learning that the questioning is underway. In fact, the Delhi police will be taking legal action against all the protesters who have been detained.
That's right. Brijesh, you continue to stay on with us. Brijesh, you know, the Congress spokesperson, like you were speaking to him, didn't really justify this protest that was happening. He thinks that the Epstein files is more embarrassing than, 8 youth barging into Bharat Mandapam topless with slogans against the Prime Minister. This is really, really unjustified.
Well, I would like to make one thing very clear that, that there's time and place for everything. Yes, mention of the cabinet minister in the Epstein file is something which should be discussed. And, the Congress has all the right in the world to raise that issue. It in no way, I'm trying to justify or trying to say that that issue shouldn't be discussed or should not be discussed. It should be discussed. It is something about, a convicted felon, a convicted pedophile. And if there's mention of a cabinet minister's name with this, his name finds mention in the letters, it should be discussed by the Congress party. All I'm saying is that, this particular protest, when the spokesperson started trying to justify by saying that, the bigger embarrassment was Galgotia University's, robo-dog, or their false claim over that they made the AI a robo-dog. And from there, to other statements made by the dignitaries, I personally feel that, that this was not the time and place for this kind of protest. I personally feel that, 8 and 10 or 12, Indian youth Congress workers roaming around, topless, shouting slogans against Prime Minister also does not cover, the Congress party does not cover itself with glory when it does that. You have all the right in the world to protest against any and every policy or the decision which has been taken by Congress party. You have all the right in the world to discuss Epstein file and whosoever finds a mention in those Epstein files, and the moral opprobrium should be equal for one and all. It should be just because the opposition is there, it has to be bandied. But the fact of the matter is that yes, this particular protest, the visuals which are coming on is definitely not, it is definitely embarrassing as far as the Congress party is concerned.
That's right. And Sunita, before I come to you, let me go across to Sabyasachi. Sabyasachi, what action is Delhi police mulling to take against these 8 Indian Youth Congress leaders? In fact, let me take that question to Sunita Arya Jha, because Sunita, there are dozens and dozens of stalls that are there at the AI Impact Summit 2026. What was their reaction when they saw all of these Indian Youth Congress workers arriving shirtless and staging a protest? It is a global embarrassment.
It is a global embarrassment for sure, because the people were all, stunned. They didn't know what to do and where to run, because they could have the fear of with the people, the general people, was that there could have been a, they could have the situation could have got out of hands. These boys, these Youth Congress workers, when they came, they were dressed up, and when they came to this, stalls. They took off their T-shirts and they started raising slogans. And a whole lot of people, gathered there. They were in different stalls, but they all came to the stall and they were all looking at what is happening. And then the security personnel, they came and they took them away. And those guys were
Nalin
running
Kohli
and they
joining
were...
us on the broadcast on the phone line. A very good afternoon to you, sir. It was not at all a good afternoon at the Bharat Mandapam, all thanks to these Indian Youth Congress workers who arrived shirtless and staged a protest there. It's a massive, embarrassing, situation, especially at a time when world leaders are converging in the national capital, sir. Your first response?
Despicable. Absolutely condemnable. It's what you see from lumpen elements or from those who are fringe elements. This is the main opposition party of India. And a question will arise, has it got the sanction of Mr. Rahul Gandhi? Has it got the sanction of Mr. Mallikarjun Kharge? Is this what the Congress party believes is the legitimate way of protesting? Naming and shaming India's global image? Do they believe by running down India's global image, they are serving India's interests? Would this not be against India's interests? When you have the French president here, heads of government and presidents or prime ministers or leaders from different countries, the best minds in AI, those where the Prime Minister of India says that we will work together so that we work for humanity, together for the benefit of humanity. Is this an event on the US treaty? Is this an event on farmers? I mean, can there be a question that the Congress party has lost the plot entirely in terms of proportionality and relevance, that they don't know what they're doing where? And you will do that by stripping yourself down of your clothes? This is not a sort of a Mr. India kind of a protest event where you're saying that we will show up to make a point. There's a limit to everything. This crosses all those limits. And one will have to also raise a question whether somewhere there is an element of a conspiracy to shame India deliberately and run down her interests.
Sir, and kindly hold your thoughts. We also have our input editor, Brijesh Pandey, who wants to take a few questions from you, sir.
Yeah, Nalin, hi, Brijesh here. I would want to know that, that couple of days back, we also saw Parliamentary Affairs Minister Kiran Rijiju saying that, that Rahul Gandhi's act or the LOP's act are like, almost like anti-national acts, which is being done. And when you see these incidents 2 days later, what exactly comes to your mind? How is the BJP viewing this?
Mr. Rijiju is correct. He is making a very compelling case. What he said is being translated into reality. It seems almost that he was warning that this is what it is, and Mr. Rahul Gandhi and his party are acting upon that to confirm what Mr. Rijiju's fear was.